Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I wanted to hop on real quick and give you guys a message. I pulled a couple cards earlier for the collective, and the message was so positive. I thought it could somebody could really use this information. Hopefully it reaches. Hopefully it does. So without delay. I didn't really prepare anything. I wrote down a few things from the spread that I pulled, but I didn't really prepare. So we'll just see what comes out. And then I do want to pull. I want to pull a couple of cards from Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. This one by Kyle Gray because we're supposed to be having be hit again with another round of downloads and activations. So it'd be great to know to see what's coming down, what's coming through to um, the collective that's listening. And then we're gonna finish it off with a healing card, a card of healing from this mystical healing oracle deck. Okay, and then the tarot that I'm using today is my Chinese tarot deck by Joy Gulong. And what else? I may use my tarot for learning just so I can get some of the other categories of what the meanings for you guys, because it's not just about love, although the theme surrounding this still is love and relationships with continuing with the smile in the sky with Venus and Saturn and the moon creating this trine, a smile in the sky. So anyway, without further ado, the cards that came out, I pulled three cards and then a card at the bottom of of course, the card at the bottom of the deck is the energy playing out in the background behind the scenes. So, the first card that came out though was the Sun, y'all, the happiest card in the deck, and if you can see that closely. I've only used this deck isn't very old. I've only used it a couple of times, so some of the imagery on here is new to me too. So I was just kind of but the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's illuminating and filled with hope, and especially with, I don't know if y'all have been going through feeling these energies, but it's a lot of push pull, um, a lot of duality and dualistic energies in nature. So you may be going back and forth, feeling like the Two of Swords, the flipping Two of Pentacles, all the twos, all the twos, Two of Wands, and kind of maybe going back and forth, maybe even in your relationship, um, unclear, uncertain, and trying to get clarity of what it is that you're not only wanting and seeing for your long-term vision, but also seeing where your challenges are so that you can address them, and maybe trying to find that balance within, and that's very much so in alignment with Libra and with the scales, what Libra represents with the scales, and finding that balance. Well, before you find that balance, there's usually there's a state of flux. It's kind of tipping one way or the other, kind of wishy-washy, or imbalanced in a way, until you can find that equilibrium. So with the Sun showing up as what the collective can expect or look forward to is quite hopeful. Also, the Sun represents fifth house in Leo, um, represents the inner child, and getting connected to your inner child and bringing that out. The the what am I trying to say here? The closer you can connect the more you can connect to your inner child and bring that out in an authentic way and have fun and find joy and the things that you do and interact with throughout your day and your lives, um, the happier you're going to be, the more in alignment you're going to be with your soul's path, with your true self. So if you think about when you're a kid, or a baby, well, you probably don't remember when you're a baby, but when you think about babies and think about children, and when you were a child, um, you had a lot of imagination. You were never bored. You can turn anything into a game or fun, or you saw the magic in everyday life. You saw the magic all around you. You could be playing outside. I remember when I was a child and with playing with my cousins, we would play. Everything was a game. Store, school, house. All these different games, which are really just mimicking life. Um, for example, money. The actual leaves on the tree was our money. So, the money did actually grow on trees. Stopping at the bank with your little power wheel, going to get some money from the tree. Little things like that. A stick can easily become a sword, or you just there's magic all around when you're a child, and that magic never truly goes away. In fact, um, if you tap into it and become more conscious of it and feed that muscle, you could tap back into that magic and begin to see and feel that magic all around you. It never really went away, and we are mental creatures. We create. We're co-creators with spirit. We're co-creators with source and the universe. So um, the more you can exercise that muscle of your imagination, and sometimes you may need help. That reading books really helps to feed that and exercise that imagination. Reading books that you like, or are rich in universes. Not as a form of escapism, but as a form of feeding your imagination, and helping to grow that muscle so that you can be more in tuned and creative with everything around you. We're creators. We are creators by nature. So um, the more you can create from a space of love and innocence, and your inner being connected with your inner child, the closer you're going to be connected with your higher self, and in alignment with your soul's path, and in alignment with um, the universe and source, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's all in the same. So the sun card here really truly represents all of that, and um, connecting with that. It's a very hopeful, happy, joyful card, and there's really no negatives to it, even in reverse. Now that I think about it. um, so, and then the second card. Moving on from that, um, the second card that came up for you guys, for the collective, for us, is the Nine of Pentacles, which is also very much in alignment with our relationship theme, and really with our relationships with ourselves. Because again, you can't show up and be in a healthy, happy relationship, non-toxic, without the devil popping up in the cards type of relationship, if you're not right with yourself at that. So you really need to um, develop a sense of self-care and self-love, and set those boundaries for yourself in order to and know what your heart really wants and needs in a relationship. And in order to do that, you often have to cultivate that within yourself first, and give that to yourself before you can really attract and align with that type of soul deep relationship that many of us are calling in. Our, you know, we're done with the surface stuff. We're moving into the 5D. We're moving from a 3D consciousness into a 5D consciousness. So we're not operating on just surface levels anymore. We're going a little bit deeper, hence, why we're digging up emotional, emotional things that need to be addressed and integrated or let go of, because it can't come with us into a higher ascension, a higher level of consciousness. So these relationships that we cultivate within ourselves are really going to be important going forward in having relationships, healthy relationships with others. So the Nine of Pentacles coming up for our second card is really um, hopeful as well. Truly taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit, and stepping into your own sovereignty in an empowered, self-empowered state. So um, you're not looking to complete somebody, or you're not looking for somebody to complete you. You're already whole. You're already coming from a state of wholeness and completeness. And so that's really hopeful. I mean, it's beautiful on both ends. You don't. I'm sure your partner wouldn't want to have you as, some person who's filled with holes, looking like Swiss cheese or something. Anyway, I don't know why I said that. Your third card, though, was Justice, and interesting too, because there's four cards, with the two with the card at the bottom of the deck. I almost revealed which card it was. You might be able to guess which card it is based off what I just said. And it happens to be a two, another two balance um, decisions. Anyway, what I was saying though is we have two major arcana, Sun and Justice. And Justice, if you think about Justice, which is also a card of Libra, um, and Libra is ruled by Venus, and we just came out of our full moon in Libra. I know everyone's probably sick of hearing it. I'm not going to mention it again. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing about it. Can the moon go into another? Could we have another full moon in another sign then? I think Scorpio's next. I can do that. I'm a Scorpio rising. So I can feel that. But anyway, Justice, as the third card to come up, it's like the cosmic balancer, the karmic justice, the scales. Um, the scales karmically coming into an alignment and in balance, and you don't even have to you don't have to worry about it. You just rest your weary head. It's happening behind the scenes. It's happening regardless of your consent or not. There's a karmic balancing going on here. And like I spoke of a minute ago about that push pull, that dualistic dynamic that you might be feeling or going through, that sense of indecision or pondering, um, um, that you may be experiencing. It's because of this karmic balancing, this energy that's playing out. You can see that card. These cards are great, aren't they? I realized I'm not really holding them up that well for you to see, but yeah, it's out of your control. Just ride the wave. You have the sun here, so it's gonna be good. You have out of the to me, all of these cards are positive actually, but it may seem like kind of challenging or disruptive when you're going through it, because you may be illuminated to some things that you didn't want to see. Maybe you thought you felt you did dealt with, and it's resurfacing because it wasn't ever really dealt with. So, but these again, these things are all working in your favor so that it can be dealt with however it needs to. At the bottom of the deck in the hidden energy playing out is the Two of Cups, which is to me a card that is more favorable than any of the other twos in the tarot. Not that they're bad, but the Two of Cups to me, it's my favorite. It's my favorite two out of the suit, and it because it's at the bottom of the deck. It's in the underlying energies playing out behind the scenes. So underneath everything, underneath it all, there's a deep love um, and connectedness, interconnectedness. Whether you're dealing with your divine partner or not, within the universe in itself, it's shifting toward um, it's shifting more toward the favor of love and creating that balance to where we're getting out of um, here we have fear, here we have love. It's shifting a little bit more towards love, and we're balancing out the scales. So underneath it all, there's this deep love for not only ourselves but others too. A deep connectedness and feeling more connected in general to not only each other, ourselves, but maybe even to nature and the planet and the in our space, our existence in this time and space dimension, and what that represents for us. Underneath that, there's an underlying deep love and connection. So that's what the Two of Cups is saying, um, collectively on a macro scale. On a micro scale, this could be it within your everyday lives and relationships, a deep love, your divine union, your divine match, and um, partnership. So those are great, beautiful cards. I'll hold them up one more time just in case you didn't get a good view of it. This is the Sun. Again, this is my Chinese tarot deck. The Nine of Pentacles, Justice, which has been a huge theme. Um, Justice has been coming out a lot the last couple of days, um, even in tarot readings that I watch myself. And then the Two of Cups. Sorry if you can hear that. I have neighbors that are being kind of loud right now. It's Friday. Most people are out drinking. I don't drink anymore, so I got my tea. Look at my cup, y'all. Isn't it cute? Hang on. It goes like this. Isn't it cute? It's a cat. Cat. I have one more. It's a for my love, and it's a panda. It's cute. It's what we drink our tea out of. So anyway, that is our spread for the tarot. Now, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. I'll give you the astrology and the numerology with these cards real quick. Of course, the Sun is 19. I it reduces to a 10 and also a 1. Um, so when I think of the Sun, I'm like, I also, for some reason, I don't know if anybody else does. If you do, if you're, tarot and you read tarot, um, put in the comments, if you recognize the Sun or associate the Sun like this too, like the same way as I. But I always see the Wheel of Fortune as well, because it's 10, and then I also see the aces because it's a 1. That's just me. So anyway, the Sun, which is 19, 10, and 1. We have Leo, which is me. Okay. For love, it has to do with joy, vitality, career success, and growth. It's quite expansive. Finance, you have prosperity and abundance. And then the time period is the summer, July 23rd through August 22nd. Um, oh, it does have a negative in the reverse. Blocked happiness, excessive enthusiasm, pessimism, conceitedness. Well, anyway, it came up in the upright, so we don't have to worry about that. And then justice, of course, has to do with Libra, is associated with Libra. The numerology is 11, which we know we do not reduce. 11 is a master number, as well as 22, 33, and I'm sure there's more, but those are the three that um, I know. Those are the three that I know. I know there's other systems that have more, but I only know of the three. Um, Two of Cups reduces to a 1 or an 11 as well. Interesting. These are all ones, y'all. These are all cards of completion, I just realized. Okay, so yes, 2 is balance and decisions, but it's also 1 1 or 11. So we have 11, 11, and then 1. So it's like 1 1 1 1 1. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is a 9. It's also a number of completion. So we're in a cycle. We're also in a 9 year, which is a number of completion. So what that means is we're going to be experiencing, this is going to be this whole year. Just expect transformation after transformation after transformation and cyclical movements with the energies, the planetary energies. It's always the case, but it's going to be felt even more so now because we are going through transformation. So we're ending cycles, we're closing out cycles, we're closing out karmic contracts. Where, so think of, and anywhere think of the death card, or yeah, the death card in tarot. Whenever there's an ending, though, that's also a beginning. There's also there that also it's also a new beginning. So um, you can't have there's no just like in reality, there's no true death. There's only a transference of energy and alchemical states of being. So think of it as the snake shedding its skin, and or the phoenix rising from the ashes type deal, or the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. All of these transformational symbols, whichever one you want to use, think of that when you think of the year that we're in. We're in the year of the snake, and it's a 9 year. So those are both transformational. It's not an accident. So that's going to be the whole theme of the year. So buckle up, Buttercup. Um, Shed those skins, rebirth yourself, renew. Um, Luckily, though, I mean, we have a lot of, it's all for our greater good. It's all for the greater good. Oh my gosh. You're not going to, y'all, look what I have sitting down here. I have my, what? Wow. I had it sitting right here to set up. I have it even set up in my phone so that I can use it. And it's been sitting here all along. Well, it was turned on, so at least it was on. Hopefully, it's my first time using it. Look how cute. Look at this little fur ball. Um, it's my first time using it, so hopefully it doesn't distort the volume too much, or if so, sorry, you may have to adjust your volume to turn up and down accordingly. It may get louder all of a sudden, or not. I don't know, but I'm so funny. I sat it right in front of my face so that I can use it, and I still forgot it. That's me, y'all. All right, so next we are going to pull from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck, which is an exciting deck to me because it it's inspiring for one. For one, it's inspiring. It's exciting. It connects me to the magic all around and within. You know, it reminds me that we're not alone and that we do have a higher purpose, a higher mission in life, and why we're here, and we're not just not all for naught. It's not all for naught. It reminds me of that. So I'm gonna see what comes out. Thank you, Spirit. Give us a message for the collective, for the highest good of all. Spirit, you have for the collective. Highest good. Two more shuffles. One, two. Oh, well, that flew out. Two cards flew out. Good. Okay. Nice. So we got angelic frequency. We're getting hit with angelic frequencies, y'all. Angels are here. You are safe. We have potent protection. And I'm going to read what that means in a minute, but just to let you know what came out. And then Temple of Truth and throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. Wonderful. Halls of Amenti at the bottom of the deck. Halls of Amenti initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. People are being awakened, y'all, and activated. Star seed, soul family, earth angels. All right, so let's read what that means. Angelic frequency. All right, angels are here. You are safe, potent. Oh, and I still didn't put it on. I am done with myself. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on. There. I'll put it on you. Okay. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels and the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We have essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of Source, and so when we're in touch with the angelic realm, we're also connected to the heart of God. This card features a being of light, streams of light. Can you see that? The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequency pouring down to light up our life. This image also unlocks our soul memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across the midnight sky. And as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angel was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them. So we became connected, and since then, our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. So, to connect with the energy of this card, visualize yourself surrounded by golden light to attract the angelic kingdom into your world. Silently say, "Thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence. It feels so good to know you are here." And then welcome in their light. So the message in short, I'm going to go ahead and read it just because it's not very long and I feel like it could be useful and uplifting. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time, and you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. You see what I mean? It's just so inspiring, and it's a reminder to let you know that you aren't alone, and that the inner work that you are doing, it's not for nothing. You may not be able to see your results or feel it while you're in it, although I feel like you can feel it if you allow yourself to. You can definitely feel your results and see your results too, if you open up to that, the consciousness of abundance and gratitude, and recognize all of the many blessings in your life that are, you know, endless, endless. And but you're not alone, and it's not for nothing. It is making a difference, and um, it is not only making a difference in our collective, the collective of humanity, and the overall light and frequency of the planet, but it's also making a difference in the astral, in the spirit realm. So, and in your past lives, and the whatever work that you're doing here now also affects your past lives, and you know in alignment with your soul's mission, what you came into to learn, and how to evolve. So anyway, I won't go too deeply into that this time, but just for the sake of time, but that may be another message that we'll go into. So, all right, angelic frequency. Next we have Temple of Truth. Temple of Truth. Masks are fallen, y'all. In this time, in this with this justice and karmic balancing, you're not gonna be able to hide, y'all. You may as well bring out your authentic self now, willingly, because the masks are falling, and you'll no longer be able to hide. And why would you want to? You know, I mean, I get it. I understand why you would want to. There was a time where I wouldn't have been able to come on here and do videos. I wouldn't want it to be seen. I wouldn't want to be heard, by the masses or whoever this reaches. My audience of two. I don't care. But I'm called to do this. I feel like it's necessary to do this, regardless of who it reaches or not, because I feel like whoever it does reach, um, it was meant to, and whether it's received or not, it's not my business. It's for me to listen to my inner calling, and listen to where I'm being led, and to create, go with the flow. So, um, masks are being revealed, truths are coming out, and it's, again, you ain't got to do nothing, but it's happening cosmically. But what you could do is embrace it, and make it a little bit easier for yourself, and gentle and loving towards yourself, and recognize that we're all unique, and start exercising that muscle of self love, and appreciating your qualities. It's Nine of Pentacles here, appreciating your qualities, and honoring what you have to bring as a soul to this collective, and your right to be here, and to be seen, and to shine, and to be who you are authentically, unapologetically. You don't have to hide. Who are you hiding from? From other people who probably don't even know themselves, other people who are also dealing with their own inner battles and, you know, struggles. Why? Why dim yourself for anybody else? All right. Temple of Truth. Don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started. No, I need to get started. Yes, y'all need to hear this. I needed to hear it. I've been healing from that. Um, I feel like I'm healed from that, but who knows what we're truly 100% healed from until it resurfaces and rears its ugly head again, and it's like, you again, Yoshima. I thought you were already gone and done with, dealt with. Here you are again, ugly old thing. All right, let me find the dang. I'm gonna quit talking to find the dang message. It's alphabetical order too. What am I taking so dang long for? All right, here we go. Temple of Truth, throat chakra. I've been working on all my chakras, but the throat chakra's been getting some extra attention lately, y'all. All right, the throat chakra is found between our collarbones and is the energetic center that governs everything to do with truth, communication, and self expression. Whenever we have to speak up, raise our voice, or even just get our emotions out, it is activated. We'll often feel when we'll often feel when this space is clogged up energetically or when it needs to open, because we'll feel a lump in our throat or even our heart. Mm. This card transports us to the Temple of Truth, the inner energetic gateway that supports our truest form of expression. The image shows that truth is a bright, airy, open space with flowing water. This represents the emotions that run through us. Emotions are powerful messengers, and if we don't attend to what needs to come out or through us, they build up. And before we know it, we're overwhelmed by them. So just like you're needing to feel your emotions um, and allow yourself to feel without numbing them or pushing them down or burying them. That also runs true with communicating. Communication is a huge aspect of that, and being able to release those emotions. That's one form of release. Yes, there's the alchemical form, the actual physical form of it through, you know, actual heat, sweat, um, movement, bodily fluids, you know. Actually physically moving energy through your body through movement, however you do it. But also speaking and communicating. That's also a way to release and um, connect with your truth and unblock your throat chakra. Here's a way to connect in order to do that. Place your fingertips on either side of your collarbone and breathe towards your throat center. Visualize a doorway opening or a portal forming, allowing the energy within to flow freely. You can also use color to do this. The color associated with the throat chakra is light blue, kind of like my nails. Light blue, you can imagine that color, an energy pulsating in that energy channel and clearing. So you could do that through imagination as well. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next one because we're already at 37 minutes, and I don't want it to be too long. So the next card is Halls of a Minty Initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. That's because we're awakening and we're coming back online. Where we're connecting to our higher selves. We're able to bring in these downloads and connect to our higher selves, and um, it also activates the process of remembering, not only remembering our soul's path, why we're here, what we're here to learn, but it's also awakening us to truths that were hidden from us, unblocked from us. We're reprogramming ourselves and taking back our control because we've been our consciousness has been hijacked, basically. So under that, the awareness of that, we're able to consciously perceive things different and therefore receive more and more information that's coming through to us that is more in alignment intuitively to our truths and our DNA that's actually encoded and embedded in our DNA. It's just becoming accessible to us. So let's go ahead and read that, what that means for the collective. Halls of a Minty, Halls of a Minty. Oh, and some think too that that's where the Akashic records are stored, but um, really that's just a frequency. It's high. It's alphabetical order. Sorry, y'all, that was unexpected. Apparently, my storage, I had to make room. The video stopped abruptly. I had to make some more room. My storage is so anyway. Where we left off was Halls of Amenti and what that one means. Give me 1 second. You would think I would already have it marked. Okay. Halls of Amenti, initiation, secrets revealed, blah, blah, blah. I already read that. Distractions. Okay. The Halls of Amenti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth through Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The halls of Amenti are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mysteries and service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see the two pillars, an echo of the two pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this card space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls or they seem oddly familiar, there's a chance you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. So this place it's between the physical and the non-physical, and can be visited through meditation and through dreams in the astral. How you can connect. Imagine you are at the Great Pyramid. Above its apex, a portal opens, drawing you in. See yourself at the center of a sacred temple. Set clear intentions to align with your higher purpose and receive a transmission of ancient wisdom. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration, justice, is happening energetically. You are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. So that's great. That's amazing to know that we're having help in the astral and in the energy of the planetary alignments in the macro, helping us deal with these, release these heavy, denser, negative, darker energies, so that um, we can physically ascend. We can raise our vibrational frequency. It's definitely a physical thing and a metaphysical thing. Keep in mind, energy, and just like the planetary aspects, affects us on a macro and a micro level. So it's great to know that we're not in this alone. See what I mean by these cards? It's like, it's so easy to feel separated or alone because of our bodies and our physical existence. But outside of these bodies, we're all interconnected, and we're connected to everything. So that was our activation of light, our gateway of light activation. Now I'm going to leave you guys with a card of healing. We'll see what spirit gives us as recommendation as a card for healing. Advice for that. Thank you, Spirit. What message for healing for the highest good of all, for the collective, do you have for us today? 1, 2, move this energy. was hoping to not have to edit anything either. I was just gonna straight up post. I told y'all I'm done messing with CapCut. Ain't nobody got time for that. But since the video stopped abruptly, I'm gonna have to at least combine them. So I'm not done with CapCut. Anyway, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What message for healing can you leave the collective with? Thank you. One more shuffle. All right, nice. Actually, 4 came out, but I'm only gonna read maybe 2 because we're running out of time, and my battery is also dying. I got 99 problems, y'all. 99 of them. So let's see. We've got 6. We're gonna read this one. 6. Ground yourself. It's actually 15. 15 reduces to a 6 though. 6 in tarot is lovers. 15 is the devil. um, and then we're also gonna read number 10, which is a 1. Ennoble your soul. Ennoble your soul and ground yourself first. What also came out is 7 or 34, which reduces to a 7. Transform your anger. It's pretty self-explanatory. Y'all need to transform your anger. All right. Love your body. 21, which reduces to a 3. Yeah, your body's your vessel. Your body is your sacred temple. Treat it as such. It's going to navigate you for the rest of your life. The more you can connect with it, the more you can navigate your life and the world. Your body has hidden information in it, so tap into it. That's another video. All right, so ground yourself first. We're going to read that one. Number 15, which is a 6. 6 also has to do with balance. It's time for you to learn how to fully incarnate inside your body. The more connected you become with your body, the more insight, strength, and clarity you'll receive. If you are used to living inside your head, this process can be initially a little uncomfortable as you become conscious of all the numb, dead, painful, unprocessed areas inside your body. Yet, if you courageously work on becoming fully embodied inside yourself, every aspect of your life will be filled with potency. You'll become more present, healthier, deliberate in your actions, and concrete in your life choices. Others will trust you and offer you more auspicious opportunities. You will no longer have to push or force things to happen. You will experience and knowing that the right responsibilities are coming to you in the perfect way at precisely the best time. Wheel of Fortune. And meditation and meditating. Things just pop in when I read this, but a grounded actionable step you can take with this is close your eyes and say to yourself, I give myself permission to feel my body and receive deep and profound messages from it. Say, I give myself permission to be fully present in my body. I love my body and I am grateful for it giving me a chance to experience life. Take slow, deep, deliberate breaths in between the statements. Move your attention from your head down to your shoulders, into your heart, your digestive system, and your feet. Slowly count to 10 as you raise yourself on your tippy toes. Then very slowly bring your feet down. Feel the ground. Take a step forward and repeat the exercise 3 to 6 times. So that's a really quick grounding meditation you can do. There's also other ways you can ground. Again, you can use color meditation, red for the root chakra, um, imagination and visualization to ground yourself. We'll go into some more in another video of how you can some ways you can ground yourself, but those are just a few. Did we read that one? Oh, we did it. Okay, so that's that one. That's grounding yourself. The next one is ennoble your soul. Ennoble your soul. 10. It's time for you to embrace a higher level of responsibility for your actions. At different moments in your life, you may feel lost and desire help from higher angelic beings. Yet, have you ever thought about the possibility that we are all on a journey of evolution and that how you behave, treat others, think, and feel impacts whether these higher beings have the possibility to evolve or be thwarted? For instance, you have a guardian angel. This angel represents your free will and can only help you if you are open and receptive to this help. This angel is with you in every incarnation, holding the threads of your karma, and has to go through all your ups and downs with you. You are being asked to bring your attention towards ennobling your soul by focusing on creating more loving relationships with those around you, becoming more kind and selfless, communicating with your angel on a daily basis, and asking how you can be of service to others rather than how you can get more for yourself. It's time for you to receive higher wisdom and act in an honorable way to anyone who is around you, no matter how they are behaving. An actionable step. Take some time to contemplate how you can think and speak more lovingly and positively about others. Who can you selflessly help in your life? Someone who is open to receive your help and grow from it. Review your life in what areas you can grow more. Are you willing to start to communicate with your angel and contemplate the impact of your actions? So, again, connecting with your higher self, your inner wisdom will cultivate that relationship with your inner self in order to receive higher wisdom and gain inner knowing and access so that you can better show up for yourself and others in a more harmonious and balanced way. And I feel like that's perfectly in alignment with the rest of our messages that spirit had to give us. So thank you. I'm gonna leave you there. If this resonated with you, if any of this resonated with you, please feel free to let me know how so in the comments. If you're new, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're returning and uh, a ride or die, or just returning, um, feel free to keep returning. All right. Love you guys and stay blessed.